I think the business changed to me when it started to change in 2008 when you guys went to the Olympics together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it really changed in 2010 when LeBron and Chris Bosh went to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that was the bomb, right there.
Right? And then Melo is moving out of Denver and Chris Paul's moving out of New Orleans. And I would say that Olympic team in 08, and I came along at that time and I had gone to Yahoo, and I started on Twitter, and I think draft night in 2009. And all of a sudden, it became like college basketball or college football was, right? You had the season and then you had recruiting, right? Mm-hmm. They were two different things. Mm-hmm. In the NBA, that was never, free agency mattered. I mean, I covered it. In trades, they mattered. But all of a sudden, once LeBron went to Miami, it changed how players looked at the league and that 08 team started, it started to plant the seeds with guys about we can play together and we can call the shots. We can get where we want to get. And Carmelo got where he wanted. Chris Paul sort of got where he wanted. He didn't get exactly where he wanted. He got to the city. He didn't get to the right. He didn't get to the right end of the locker room. And so, but I think that was a time where the transaction. Now all of a sudden, like there was such an appetite with fans, and so I get on Twitter and I start breaking this news, and I'm on Yahoo, and it was new, and now all of a sudden, like. People know the names of the GMs. Like they would know Jerry West because he was Jerry West. They know Joe Dumars because he was a Hall of Fame player. But now they know who Daryl Morey is. Mm-hmm. They know who other guys who in the past people didn't know the GMs who weren't ex-players or ex-coaches. And now they've become part of the story. Like who won the trade? Now all these trades that don't seem like they amount to much, no, they're clearing cap space because they want to try to sign Melo this summer. Mm-hmm. They trade picks to get, and now every move has this bigger meaning behind it, and bigger story. And then people are just caught up. And so I'm on Yahoo. There's a younger audience. They're on Twitter. They're on Yahoo. And it became this whole other part and way to cover the sport. And then I realized when I started out, people didn't know who I was. Until my late 30s, I was a suburban newspaper columnist in New Jersey. I had done the Miracle of St. Anthony on Bob Hurley, and that got me some recognition. Yeah. But all of a sudden, you realize the people in the league knew who you were now. Like when I first started covering the league, it was like, and I'm at Yahoo, I'm like, how do I explain to Donnie Walsh and Jerry West what Yahoo is? What do you mean Yahoo? They didn't understand.
Right.
So I went after like the young agents and the young GMs and the young coaches and the younger players. Like they knew Yahoo. They would go there to get their mail and so I started because I couldn't get to the Arn Tellums, the Dan Fagans, the older, but as you broke news, they started to notice you and take you seriously. And then you were able to build relationships with the guys who were at the top of it. And so I would just say the business changed around LeBron, Carmelo, Chris Paul, and it was a new industry. And now this really mattered. And then we became this world of trades, real trades, make-believe trades, proposed trades,
trade machine trades, the Photoshop jerseys. And it almost felt like if you were a fan, you could if you didn't win a chip, you could win the offseason. Yeah. It's like, we got such and such, you drafted such and such.
That's right. In football, like, the NFL, like you can go from 5 games under 500 to 5 games over pretty fast in 1 year, right? NBA, it's usually a longer, if you're down, it is hard to. Yeah. And so you have all these fans, especially in smaller markets, who are like, we're not in this. We can't be in this. And so I think you would agree. Like the way it was covered and what we did, it became way different around 10, 11, 12 with you guys.
It was also a level of trust too. Like it was hard to get that trust from as an athlete to the media. Like it was hard to find somebody who we can give information to or have conversations with that understand, okay, here's what we're trying to do. Let's keep this close to the chest. And the more that you do that, it just people notice that. So when he started on Yahoo, when you see that Yahoo and that exclamation point, it's like that's a bomb to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, what's happening in Yahoo Sports today?
Right.
And in 2008, that's what, it was Yahoo Sports for us. That's who broke all of the information. So when Woj started coming up, now all of us is making these business decisions. Now we making real life decisions where athletes is taking back their power, right? So now the bombs that he's dropping is making sense. It's like, oh shit, we never even looked at it from that way. How the fuck Rose get that information? How the fuck Rose know the meeting was at 2:58 a.m. Like this is
tuna sandwich and
so now it started to escalate, but we had to kind of understand and allow Woj into our world of like trust and loyalty, because it's that's something it's finite. It's a fine line when it comes to that.